Hi, Pete Moore, editor of Shooting Sports Magazine. Welcome to Gun Mart TV. And we have something here that, well, if you like revolvers, then this is it. This is the Alpha Carbine, which is, as you can see, is just a long-barreled revolver, centerfire revolver. I'm not a fan myself, being an old git who shot proper length guns, but we have what we have in the UK now, and these are getting very popular. And there's a lot of younger shooters who've never shot handguns are very happy to have these, and I'm glad to say that they are, because it's keeping the sport of pistol shooting alive in people's heads. A little bit about the law first, just in case you don't know, but after the handgun ban, the government, in their brilliant, fantastic ignorance, decided that everything had to be longer to stop us putting things under our coats. So this is what's known as a large firearm, regardless of the fact it's a revolver. The barrel is 12 inches plus, and this lug at the back of the gun, which I usually call a coat hanger, but you can hardly call it this because it's a big chunk of square 1/4 inch stainless steel bar, makes the total length over 24 inches, so it's a 12-24 gun. So basically you have a revolver with a long barrel and this stock item, so it is a Section 1 firearm. It's as simple as that. It's unavoidable, and there you go. But in a revolver, that means you get a chance to have a centerfire. You couldn't have it in the semi-auto. You can only have a semi-auto long-barreled pistol in 2.2 rimfire because of the nature of the beast. But it's a very standard mid-frame double-action revolver. It's based, I suppose, loosely on a Smith & Wesson K-frame or L-frame type gun. The build is stainless with a nice blasted finished barrel and a semi-shiny receiver. Nice set of semi sort of orthopedic target grips. You can see there's finger grooves, there's a thumb shelf there, and I've got to say, when I used to shoot wheel guns in the old days, I've had grips on some of my revolvers like this, and they do aid very much control over a standard grip. When I say double action, again for the people that don't know, it means that you can fire the revolver in 2 modes. The first mode is single action, where you thumb cock the hammer each time and pull. So every time you shoot, click, click, like that. It's slower, but you get a crisper and lighter trigger release, and it's potentially more accurate. Double action is all done on the trigger. It's called trigger cocking, actually. So you come up, full cylinder, hammer down, and just squeeze off the trigger. It's a lot faster. As you can see, I'm twitching away here because you're putting more movement into the gun. But a good revolver man, I mean, I haven't shot a revolver seriously for 20 odd years now, whatever it is, so you know, I'm no longer at my best with a revolver. But as I said, they're very popular. There's practical type competitions based around them, there's target type competitions based around them. But let's look at the gun. It's got a full lug 12-inch barrel, which means this here is a lug. This is a wooden forend that comes with the gun, basically because it was originally based on the say the Alpha Carbine, which had a buttstock on it, so you could shoot it like that. But they've kept this on. If this were mine, it would come off. It has no real function. 4 sights replaceable. It's a typical serrated edge ramp. Rear sight is again sort of almost like a classic Smith & Wesson copy. It's a U-notch that's adjustable for windage and elevation by these 2 screws. The only other real control, so we've seen the trigger, which is grooved, quite wide, nicely hooked, and it sits in the finger well. Hammer again, spurs is slotted for thumb grip. This control here is the cylinder release. You just press it forward, flip it out, and your cylinder's ready for loading. As you'll see when we shoot the thing, unloading is a matter of just pumping this plunger here. You push it down with the gun slightly elevated, and the cases come out. And then you just throw the rounds in by hand, or if you're a competition shooter, then a speed loader, which is a plastic sort of release system that holds 6 rounds. You just throw it into the revolver, press the release, the speed loader falls away, you slam it shut. It's a bit like slapping another magazine into a pistol, which is quicker than having to reload the magazine. But if you're shooting revolvers, then the average comp guy will have 3 or 4 speed loaders on his belt, because the competitions might require more than 6 rounds. You've got to get the rounds in quickly. It's nice. I mean, I don't like these guns, I freely admit it, though I'm happy that people use them. But this is probably one of the nicer long-barreled revolvers I've actually used. And I would never buy one, but I had some good fun with it over the last few weeks shooting, I must admit, and I burned through a fair bit of ammo. It's chambered sensibly in 357 Magnum, which means you can use the shorter 38 Special round, which I've got here, which is perhaps the best choice. It's not as fast as the 357. It doesn't take as much powder. It doesn't kick as much. It offers you more control. And if you're shooting paper and steels at revolver distances, I can't quite see the point of stoking up with 357, which is really a disadvantage. Ammunition is 38 Special 158 grain semi-wad cutter from PPU. Privy Partisan, cheap, plentiful, shoots well enough through the gun. Okay, so let's just fire a few rounds off and see what you see. So you press the cylinder release, pop it out, push the rounds in. So it's 6 in there. Shut, and you're ready to go. I'll fire 3 single action, 3 double action, show what I mean. So single action wise, cock. And double action, which is going to be wobbly. See, it's quicker. So then, once you're empty, press the release catch. Bump the cases. That's my fault, I haven't cleaned the cylinders, so a little bit of grab. We'll do that again to try and get them out, show that it is quicker than it looks. Okay, once again, we're in there. Cases come out. Okay, that's the Alpha Carbine. It's made in the Czech Republic. It's brought in by Merseyside Armoury, and I think they're going for around about 700-800 quid, or in between that price roughly, which I think, for the quality of the gun and what it offers the potential pistol shooter in the UK, is a good price for it. Not for me, but if you want to get yourself a decent revolving handgun, I'd look very seriously at this, because it's not a bad piece of kit at all.